time, so give me some grace. And I tried out the vertical, if that does anything. Baby girl just got put down for a nap, so I'm seeing if any of this works. Didn't advertise, didn't do anything, so I'm gonna do my best. So let's see how it looks like on the tablet. Yeah, most of you guys are gonna see this in post. So I'm sure I can hear myself because I have everything hooked up, I think. No, it says it's on. Let's see. My channel. Okay. Should I mute this? You guys don't care. Hi, X. How are you doing? Let's see if I can hear myself. Sorry. Commercials. Okay. I can hear myself. Awesome. And I have my tablet so I can see a little better. What is going on? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while. Holy. Maybe a good 8-9 months since I've been online. Crazy work. I can hear the baby singing. What have you been up to? Well, you said you've been chilling. Yep, just through the bottle. He is doing awesome. So she just threw everything in her crib overboard, is what I was listening for. But yeah, he's doing amazing. Thanks for asking. Of course, another live I didn't advertise or say I was even having. But yeah, we're testing the audio, we're testing the visuals. I wish I could show you guys what I'm looking at. That might be difficult, but I have my phone turned so the back camera is facing me, but I also have a double screen. So yeah, I know how to use technology, I think. So just trying out some things. Let's see if I can show you what I'm looking at. Let's turn this camera to me and then this one to myself. I think that's how I do it. So I have a screen in front of me attached to the phone and it's on a tripod. So best way to show you that. Yeah, everyone's doing really good. And the baby's currently singing. So yes, it's nap time, but I'm up trying out all of the technologies. Wait, someone else is on there. May I see your hand? Which one? Is that what you needed to see my hand? Uh, thank you. So I see I'm attracting attention of people I do not know. Closer, right hand. Okay. Yes. Very, very dry. I clean throughout the day. Is that what you needed to see? Did you get what you needed? Hey y'all, keep it appropriate. She's married. Yes, I'm very happily married. I was having this to try out the orientation. Holy, there's 31 people in here already. See, this is how I know the vertical works. You guys can see all of that already. That is crazy. May I see your eye? Look, you're getting weird. See, this is why people don't do the vertical. Um, you you can see everything you need to see right here. Um, Okay. X, I know you just got here, but it's getting a little crazy. Aren't you still a moderator? Yes, thank you so much, X. I appreciate you. Holy. See, I finally get the views, and this is what we get. I cannot wait to show my husband this. This is ridiculous. He literally said, you've been neglecting, your hobbies. Get back to it. Just put the baby down for a nap, and now I'm trying to record, and here we go. The craziness has already started. Thank you so much, X. I see you working in the chat. I got X busy today. We're supposed to be like just having a nice little chat, and here you guys go. Yes, thank you. That's hilarious. But yeah, the people who said hello or I'm cute or whatever, that's fine. But like, I thought he went to see the ring. You know what I mean? Like my mind is always straight to business, which is ridiculous. But yes, this is supposed to be a Q&A. Let's talk. Let's get the feelings out type of thing. And of course, the baby will be singing in the background as she goes to sleep. Hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being in the chat. Any appropriate questions or advice? Again, I don't know everything, but I would love to have a conversation with you guys because I see other people doing lives and they're not really interacting with the people, and I don't like that. So, again, any topic appropriate is, up for grabs, and I would love to talk to you guys. So let's hear about it. Do think about what you did. Yeah, think about what you did, acting crazy in the chat. Okay. OT. So what's the deal? What's the deal with what? You need to ask a full question. I want to answer you, but I'm not sure what that means. And then we got Crims of Color. OMG, hey girl, I thought about your channel one day. You had a baby, congrats. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, I did. I have a beautiful baby girl. You may hear her singing in the background. It's, nap time, and we're trying to stay in a routine, which is very difficult. But yes, I did. Me and my hubby had a baby. She's 1 year old, full of energy. She bit my shoulder, but that's a separate issue. She was so excited to come and hug me, and teeth met shoulder and boom, that toddler life, right? But she's the sweetest thing. She knows a lot of words already, and she's starting to string sentences together, but it sounds like baby babble, which is cute and fun, but the talking back is going to happen soon. I know it. But thank you for being here. I always wonder what video brings people here. Was it the vegan cooking? Was it the vlogs? I did the vlogs back in college, and I don't have them all on my channel, but I hope to bring them back soon, but who knows? Um, do, do, do. Asia, nice looking. I like you. Oh, thank you, Asia. I appreciate you. Are you going to start posting back on your channel? Yes, this is kind of the start of it because I wanted to get back on YouTube, of course, after having a baby and just being very, very busy. I also have another business that's been keeping me busy, the skincare business. But I think the most, hectic thing throughout the day is keeping a baby on a schedule, but trying to keep myself on a schedule. So that's been difficult, but my husband said again that I need to get back to my hobbies. And back when I used to watch YouTube, let's say about 5 years ago, I would see a creator become a mom, and I'm like, oh, she's not interesting anymore. All she talks about is her baby. How is that going to help me? I didn't even know I was, going to have a baby years ago because I was the perpetual auntie, and I wanted to stay the perpetual auntie, but here we are, new mom life. And I just think the channel will naturally evolve, but the same things I used to love to do. I used to love crafting, talking about business, talking about, hair. I think I still have some of my hair videos up, but I need to filter through those because as I've changed as a person, the things I talk about change. So I do plan on getting back more consistent as of how inconsistent my life is right now. I'm not sure, but I have no idea what to post. That's why we're doing this live because I have no idea what to post or what to talk about. My audience has changed too because I've had this channel since 2012. That's when I started, at least. And I was starting poems, so it's progressed a lot. So we're gonna see how it can go. And then thank you, X, my number one moderator. Any inappropriate stuff will equal timeout. Hi, Angela. I see Angela C, another supporter of the channel. X, can you make her a mod? I'm pretty sure that's our Angela. I'm trying to click it from YouTube. I'm gonna have to go into settings, but I think my moderators can make other ones, right? And it's so good to see you, Angela. I have something for you, Angela. Um, I don't know if you have a PO box, but I want to send you something. I've been working, so again, it's not a finished product, but I've been working on some things. I've been making notebooks, which I talked about on my Instagram, but I have a wife planner that I've been testing out. So definitely not a completed project. I'm working on it. I want to send it to some wives or wife-minded women so that we can kind of play around with it and see what we can create. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, I really want to get this you know, it's probably not gonna be done in the new year, but it definitely is gonna be prototyped in the new year. Let's see. Yeah, what happened to all the content? So the content on the channel, it was easier for me to hit private all and then go in individually because my entire channel, I'm pretty sure I had about 300 videos. And I wanted to take my time and go through each individual video, watch it front to back to make sure it aligns with who I am. Because a lot of them, I think they came from a very angry place, and I'm not, angry. I'm not a angry person, but um, I've just been too lenient and too nice when it comes to people breaking my boundaries, and I wanted to make sure I can watch those with a clear heart and conscience to make sure they can stay on my channel. So it may not make sense if you haven't, I guess, seen the progression between, me moving all the way out here and me having a child, but long story short, I want to make sure all those videos still align. So there is that. But yeah, all the content it's just private. It's not, still it's not deleted or anything. So every single because I want my, kids and my nieces and nephews to be able to see those and reference them if they want to for the advice. But as far as the content and how it makes me feel, I think that's still relevant. So yes, if there's any like advice or business video you want to see, I can definitely send you the link directly X. But as far as those videos, I want time to kind of sit and go through them for a while, if that helps. I don't have the power, do I? I think moderators have some power. You should have all the power, X, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Angela C, I would really love to send you this book, and I would really love to have you on my Instagram. Because I want to go live on Instagram as well. Let's see, I'm on mobile, so I can listen to it. Yeah, I think this is the only thing you can do from your laptop because if you try to like create a mod or make changes, it's easier to do on a laptop. And again, I have my tablet and my phone right now, so I can't even get into that. I'll message you my address on IG. Okay, awesome. I look forward to it. Yeah, I'm working on a planner. Really wanted to have it released by the new year, but honestly, I'm not going to stress myself out because I contacted so many manufacturers, and the same time I was trying to get a prototype, my printer completely messed up. So my husband actually got me a printer right on Black Friday, and we planned on doing no shopping for Black Friday, but we got that for a really good deal, and I've been doing it all myself because I can't trust anybody to do it the way I want to do it. But yeah, I look forward to getting your message on IG. And let's see what else. We're talking about content. So when it comes to being a small creator, and again, I'm only slightly over 5,000, um, creating content that people want to see is very difficult. So that's why I want to say every 6 months, I'll have something like this where I just sit for a while and I ask you guys, like, what do you want? What do you want to see? And what do you want to learn? Because I would say in the last 6 months I've learned a lot, but also I've consumed a lot of content, which isn't always the best idea because consuming content will confuse you into thinking, okay, I need to make content just like this. And that's not true. I need to do what works for me and my channel and things I want, like I said, my nieces, nephews, my daughter to see one day and actually get some type of value. So I'm struggling with that at the moment. Yeah, sing it, girl. Ooh, I may not drop my. Let me fix this. Drop my laptop. And then, of course, the last 6 months, I probably lost the absolute most weight ever lost at once in my life. So that might be helpful to someone. I almost jumped on another live today, but I was like, let me just do my own and hope that's helpful. Literally woke up. Oh no, I think the baby got to the look. Oh, okay, it's back. I was like, lost connection. Um, what's it? See, I'm gonna lose my train of thought and embarrass myself. Content. So we're talking about content. That's how my mind works. So content, not knowing what you want to do as a small creator and getting the feedback is very helpful. So we're back to the normal amount of people that are typically in my chat. I think we blocked and got rid of the strange people that just popped up randomly. Uh, so yeah, if you guys want to get on YouTube live, doing it this way, they give you a nice little blast, I think, every once in a while. That's what another creator said that I was watching, and I think that's helpful too. If you just want to reach a new audience, but I am hoping to speak to my core audience, the ones that are typically here. So hopefully the people who are still here, you can hear me well, and then ask questions. So I want to hear some questions. I don't have any like music or anything because this is strictly from YouTube, so I can help there. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. Oh, that was an older message that popped up again. All right, you guys. Ask your questions. And that's the thing from YouTube live, since I'm not going through a third party like I typically. shoot. Alright, so this isn't gonna work probably for live, but this typically works really good for like sitting down videos. So luckily I have my tablet here, so that's gonna be my second screen. But yeah, I completely lost it for a while. No, it was me. That was so with a screen like this, you have to connect your phone to its Wi-Fi so that it wasn't working with my Wi-Fi. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a quick break with that. Yeah, it's working now because I unhooked it from the screen mirroring. So this helps you to use your back screen without needing to like turn around and flip and see everything. Now, even though I can't see what my screen is saying, I have my tablet in front of me, so we're just gonna stick with that for a little bit. This baby girl is taking her or attempting to take her nap, and I can still at least see everything I need to see. So I'm wondering if there's a way, now this is probably me being extra, if there's a way for me to hardwire my phone to connect to the Wi-Fi without needing to be, you know, uh, hooked up manually. I think that was the point of having Wi-Fi, that you wouldn't need all these cords and stuff connected to your phone. But just using my phone is easier and it's more convenient. So we'll stick with this for a while and hopefully I can start answering questions and we can start having some dialogue. I hear you. So cute. All right. So let's start from the top. I think I answered all the appropriate questions. So yeah, I do plan on being on YouTube more and Instagram. YouTube and Instagram kind of go hand in hand for me when I'm thinking about content. But when it comes to all the other platforms, I've never gotten into them. So I don't even know where to start. I know I need them at some point, even just to make sure my name's connected to them. But yeah, everything else, it just doesn't, it's not the way I, oh my goodness. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but she's in her playpen making a lot of noise. Holy. Hmm. Okay, actually, I can see all of her now. Oh my. Yeah. So a little crazy, huh? Yeah, she is. She is hopping up and down and grabbing things. Well, I don't know if she's grabbing anything. She's attempting to grab something. Holy. It's funny, she's all the way upstairs and I can hear her quick. Did I leave the door open? Now I have to go see if I even left the door open. Oh my goodness. I probably did. Mm. All right. Ask your question. I'm gonna go and double check and grab a water because now I have to remember if I even shut the door because I can hear her so clearly. Usually it's like kind of muffled. Okay, be right back. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Huh? Door shut? Well, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's funny, my microphone is still hooked up. I don't know how clearly I can be heard, but probably. All right. Oh, probably should bring a snack. All right. So the door is shut. It's just she was talking so loud it almost baby. Oh my goodness. All right, definitely don't want to show any brands, but you guys ever try these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that you like take out of the freezer? Delicious, convenient. Try to get the baby one, she just smashes it. It's a very soft, squishy thing. So of course, it gets smashed. All right, so I think in a few minutes we'll have a calm baby. So let's have a conversation. I will start to say that the last few months have been very, I guess, difficult. Not, you know, in a hard way, but difficult, like accomplish my dreams, stay focused way. And I always think about the beginning of the year not as a like fresh start or now it's time to do the thing. I think that's the place where I want to already show that it's already a new year, but I've been doing this. I don't want to always put a date or an exact time on something. But when it came to my weight loss, I started that around my daughter's first birthday because I'm like, I really want to, you know, after the new year, I really want to like accomplish a goal and show her like you can reach a goal, but you might have to do small steps and change things. So between then and now, again, I would love to say the number 75, but I'm like 72, 73 point something something pounds down. So I'm waiting to hit that number to say I lost 75 pounds, but I think over 70 pounds is a really, really good thing, right? X, two things, Breann. I can't make Angela a mod unless you already gave me that power. And two, are you done with relationship content or more like hitting the reset button? I would say the reset button. I don't think I'll ever be done talking about relationship content. It's always going to be relevant. But when it comes to the videos and the content, part of me was getting, like bored with it. Not necessarily talking about it, but with the way I was doing it. I like the live content of talking, but I also felt like it was getting really drowned out because one, maybe I wasn't recording in the right orientation, and two, I don't think what I was talking about was, as exciting as the other content creators who were making like man versus women, married versus not married. Like, I want to actually get to some solutions versus just talking about how horrible things are right now. Because I can acknowledge, from what I've heard, the dating market right now is horrible for both. And I think that change isn't going to happen until we can really just get into each other's heads a little bit and have those conversations, for a moment, maybe put our feelings aside. But when it comes to content in general, I do want to resonate with the person I wish I could have talked to, before getting married, before having a baby, before moving across country. So that's going to help somebody. So, yeah. And then as far as the mod thing, I really think when I added you as a mod, it was from the computer. And I think that's the easiest way to do it. But also, oh, you know what? I just lied. Look what happened. I didn't know you could do that. So I can also block people, but I just held it because initially nothing happened like that, right? But then I held it and pressed it twice, and now you can add a moderator. So I didn't know you could do that. Try to press and hold and then double tap and see if you can do anything else other than block and time out people. So Angela is now a you can manage black words and change chat modes in live. Also has abilities as standard moderators, and they can view, remove chats, or hide and put users in timeout. Like, you can literally choose exactly what you want them to do. You can manage black words and change chat modes in live and also has capability. That is amazing. You can literally choose exactly what you want them to do. So Angela, I don't know if you're still watching, but you're a moderator now. And then X, I'm gonna see what it has you as. Oh, I see. It had you as a standard moderator. So I'm going to delete that and then so you might have to refresh your page. So you're no longer a standard moderator. You're going to be a full moderator now. I didn't know you could do this. But yeah, I'm going to show you one more time, X, if you wait. I don't know if you can see this or not, but you go to the person, like their comment, and you quickly double tap and then add as a moderator. And then you can choose which moderator you want them to be. We are learning things. So you are now a managing moderator, and it should be able to pretty much give you everything you need. How exciting! So if any of my other people can come up, I can actually make them moderators easily. I didn't know you could do that. But I am on my tablet logged into my account, so I think that helps. So yay. Yes, Angela should have been a moderator, but it's not like I knew how to do any of this. You know, I'm learning as I'm we're building it as we fly. Does anyone remember that? I used to love that. We're building it as we fly. So yes, Angela is a moderator. Well, she's gonna message me because I'm gonna send her my template. You know, I'm calling it a template because that's what it really is, a template. Uh, yeah, at least we have the microphone hooked up. But yeah, this little thing is so helpful with recording content like out, you know, and about. Definitely Target. You know, I stay on Target, and this is helpful. And I don't know how to explain to you guys what I did, but pretty much I took two tripods, two completely different brands, and I had to mod them to work for me. So I took the bottom of one and the top of another, screwed them together, and then I took a what's it called? A phone holder from a third company, screwed it on to this one. So this one I got at Walmart. This one I've had for years. I don't know, Amazon. And then that other little top that goes with this is from Amazon. So I just put literally it's three different companies, three different things that I kind of screwed together to make a working tripod for my phone to make content. And also it's a selfie stick. And it's you know, something else I can't remember. But yeah, these don't go together, but the two parts that are holding up my phone went together. It was ridiculous because this kept. I'm not going to demonstrate because that's inappropriate. But pretty much the part that's holding my phone wouldn't go into here. It kept sliding all the way through the bottom, and I'm like, yeah, I can't bring that around with me. The problem is I like this because it has the things you can hold as a selfie stick, and I couldn't do that. And I had broke the holder in another thing, which made the hole too small for me to screw into the other one. So long story short, being a creator is difficult, not for the ways you think. It's literally the technology, it's the tools you're using makes everything extremely difficult. So we're working it out, we're building it as we fly. So I hope this is helping somebody. You may have all the tools you need to do what you need to do, but you have to do them a different way. That'll hit somebody in the heart, hopefully. Uh yes, Angela's a mod, but I think I'm just waiting maybe, you know, for my other people to show up. Now, the content isn't gonna the content is gonna change, but I haven't, you know, changed. You know what I mean? I've grown, but I haven't changed. I'm still the same person that you guys have always watched on YouTube. Some of you guys have been watching me, I think at this point, 10 years, which is crazy. Because one of the first like consistencies as far as video series I did was me just walking around the college campus talking about, oh, I have this class today, or you know, shortly after I graduated. For the first, I want to say 3 or 4 years after, there was a yearly like fashion show where they would hire a celebrity to be the host of it. So if you guys know, I want to say her name is Lala. She does like funny videos online. She just had a baby also, and she just does funny videos online. And I remember seeing a couple of her videos before I did the fashion show. I'm like, oh, cool. Somebody I watch online is about to do this. I want to say that was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. No, it would have been longer. I've been here for almost 4 years. So that was about 5 or 6. Let me know. I wasn't married yet. Hold up. Wow, this is getting really far. That was about 7 years ago. I promise. I'm not the best at math, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, because that was well before I was married. So yeah, about 7 years ago. I think this is called the self-soothing. She's not even crying. She's just singing. She's under the covers now. Yay. And she just got back into her content creation. I feel like I'm not sitting the nicest. Let's see if I can adjust myself. And also my tablet is kind of helping to support all of this. So questions, advice. Is anyone dating anyone new? Is anyone in the dating market? Please let me know because I'm going to be clueless about that, but I am not clueless when it comes to, the people I've talked to. They are really struggling out there. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, she just dropped the fan. not necessarily a bad thing. She drops it all the time. I really thought she was under the covers. She truly fooled me. Back under the covers. Okay. Yeah, it's like watching a little TV show, watching this little one move around. All right. Let's refresh this to make sure I'm not missing something. So is anyone watching on their phone and notices that it's easier to watch me from your phone while doing this? 119. Oh no, that is actually no, that's actually a good thing. That is my PO box. So since I put the number sign in front of it, it kind of highlights as a hashtag. So I might have to get rid of that. I didn't think about that. So good thing we're doing this live, right? So she threw down the fan and then said I'm gonna throw down as well. How cute. All right, questions, comments, concerns. I see a few of you guys in here. Thank you for tuning in. Um, I don't know if anybody wants to join, but I should be able to see that on the other end. Is anybody trying to join right now? Again, let's start with people I do know because I'm a little nervous with those comments that popped up. So if anyone wants to join, you're gonna have to tell me in the live chat so I can actually turn around to see my phone because I'm not looking at the front facing camera at the moment. So yes. Oh, Mara joining, how exciting. I think I answered everything here so far. Yes, the family's doing good. Yes, I want to post more. I'm just at a loss of what to do. I could just do a bunch of random live chats until we develop something together because I absolutely love to see when a creator is like talking to people live and that's when they come up with their ideas. And maybe that's what I'm kind of alluding to. Maybe we can create something together. I think I've already talked briefly, and again, there's not a lot of you in here, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'm working on a planner. And I am not a daily planner person. I know that about myself. I don't do this daily. Every quarter, I want something to reference, to look at, to, keep myself in order and keep my family together and organized. And again, we have a little one. She's not going to know the drill for a long time. But I do realize the more you do something, especially the things you love, the easier and more fluid it becomes, and then everybody kind of falls in line. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Create a routine, build it as I'm flying it. Uh-huh. I hear you. Let's see. What was on my heart today? I think it was community and wanting to build community. And again, that doesn't happen overnight. And I kind of wish somebody told me that a little earlier, like actual friends and actual people that you just pretty much want to, have in your life for the rest of your life. That's going to take time, years, or honestly, just meeting the right people at the right time, having the connections that create that. I didn't know that. I thought that the people that have been in your life the longest will stay the longest, and that's not always true. Uh, so anyone, I think I already asked that question earlier, but anyone in a relationship, anyone want to talk about relationships, anyone want to talk about parents, you want to talk about, siblings, like I just want to hear what you guys have to say because I could talk to you all day about anything, but to actually hear what you guys are going through or questions would just make this so much, more interactive. Because in some instances, especially when I'm recording videos that you guys want to see, it still feels like I'm looking at my screen and I'm talking to myself, which I am, but I have to imagine that person who asked that question is in front of me. And that's very difficult sometimes. Like, you got to really get in your imagination for that. So, X, if you're still here, are you um, in your preferred job or are you Girl, are you your preferred job or are you planning to go back to school? I don't know if we had that discussion, but that was months ago. That was a long time ago. And are there any wives or fiancés in here? Like, I want to talk to uh, really any demographic. I guess I'm just pulling at straws here. And yes, for the people who will be unblocked soon, just keep it appropriate. Like, I don't know why I attract some people who go a little overboard, but yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. Questions, comments, concerns. Is there a YouTube video you guys want me to bring back? Because again, I probably should have thought it through a little bit more, but just pressing that, private all was just easier. And then even around Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving, like, oh no, I forgot to bring the Thanksgiving video back. So I brought that back as well, uh, to help people, get their Thanksgiving food together. And it got a lot of views in like just a week and a half, which is crazy. It's been ages. Short version, I work at a machine shop, or I worked, past tense, at a machine shop for a year until the last week of June when I was unexpectedly laid off. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Been unemployed and on passive income ever since. Oh, passive income. You wanna help a sister out. But passive income. Man, everybody needs to have it. And again, even if you're not doing what I'm doing, like skincare or YouTube, you need to have a form of passive income. I think, again, I may be being a little inventive, creative here, but I think everybody can find a way to have a passive income. So, I mean, refund checks are coming. I know someone's going to at least get, a band or two. If you can literally just invest that into like a high yield savings account, 4% a year is better than 0% a year. In other news, my crypto investment has quadrupled since the election's conclusion. Holy, that's amazing. So your passive income is crypto? Again, haven't gotten into that, but I think for the average person, if you get enough money and you can put that into a high yield savings account that's at least getting you 4% a year, that's really good. And you just leave it in there, and then that 4% adds, another 4% the next year and keeps growing based on how much is in there. You could just save your refund check, or you could just save your work bonus or your side hustle money, anything. So that's amazing. Um, let's see. I think that is one of the things my husband doesn't really want to get into. But other than that, I'll be like, okay, I'll invest, 100, 200, see where it goes and what it does. But um, I think I could still learn about it, right? So you could, teach us a few tips if you want. But let me see if I can. You said you're on your computer now. Did you want to join? Because I don't know how to join. Even if you don't want to stay long, I don't even know how to add people in the YouTube live yet. So if YouTube lets me, I will add you. But in gift request first. Yeah, I'm not gonna be up here too long. I just really want to try it. Oh no, that's different. I call it that because it's better than saying. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. But hey, you gotta get your money the way you can get it. Uh, and I think being laid off is better than fired. We gotta be positive. When you're laid off, it showed that you would have still had a job had it stayed, right? I got laid off too, and that was actually the very last job I ever, had to work. Um, so, not laughing at that. I'm just laughing that, you do switch your words, and I think that's a very interesting way of changing that. Um, so when we talk about income, it's still income. Like you can still save and invest it. And, of course, spend it. So I think the best thing to do is to stay positive. You got a good work ethic. You have your certificates and degrees and stuff. So yeah, and it's about to be winter. Kind of out with the old and with the new. That's funny. So she has her Pikachu toy, and she's just biting on the ear. This is great. This is so great. Does anybody see this? Oh, you can't. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. I don't know if you guys can see that. Throwing that thing around. Holy. Alrighty. Oh, we made Angela a mod. It's working now. Oh, okay. I must have missed that one. Cool. Oh, I'm showing you guys all of my hairlines, but the hairline has grown back. Where I mean the forehead's so big, but the hairline has grown back since postpartum. I'm very grateful. Um, a lot of tender love and care went into that. Alrighty. Oh, we blocked all the weird people and now most of the views went away, but good thing the post show. They gave this a nice little push in the post. In other news, I met a woman April 2023 and had 17 months of some kind of situationship. Oh no. And she left last September without explanation. Been in a fog ever since. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hmm. I want to say something, but I don't know if I should say it. You probably know what it is. Um, so yeah, we can move forward. But no, I'm so sorry. Of course, that's difficult, but still, knowing your history, I have a prediction. But again, unless you don't want me to say it, I'll leave that one to myself. But I don't know. Uh, we need to meditate. We need to, get get this lady out of your system because that's something sad to. Oh, except for the record, I wanted to marry her. It was her who didn't want me back. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully. Um, hmm. What? And you said that was last September without explanation. So nothing on, well, obviously not through the phone, but she just disappeared from social media and everything. That's really tough. Hmm. I mean, I wish my husband was up. He would say something probably a little vulgar, but he'd probably tell you what you need to hear. But yeah, he's not available at the moment. But I'll make sure I tell him this. Man, I I think one of the worst things you can do, unless that person was, physically or verbally doing something wrong, but one of the worst things you can do is leave without explanation because it'll have the person wondering what they did wrong. In my mind, I don't think the situation was that. I think it was something with her that needed help or fixing, or, maybe she wasn't, the person you thought she was. But yeah, but wanting to marry somebody is a huge deal. So the fact that they left without explanation, that's really sad. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Um, no, it was in person. Oh, we spent a lot of time together. No, no, no. I wasn't saying it was virtual. I was saying like you become friends with married women in person, and I think that maybe she was hiding a different life, or she decided at some point she wasn't ready. I'm not saying it has anything to do with you. I'm saying it was probably all her, but I'm saying the situation is still sad either way. Um, if you were to, because you have to think about it this way too, if you were to give advice to like a younger version of you who went through that, what like warning signs would you give them? So if you think of it a different way, like for instance, my nephew, and I talked about him before, he's 19. If you were talking to someone younger than you, that is newly dating and getting on the dating scene, what signs did you potentially miss? Was this a secretive person? Was this a person who, you know, um, just left things out or wasn't as open as they could have been? That's something to look out for. Um, but man, I mean, you do have to take time to like, heal and, just kind of assess the situation, but don't mull on it. Don't just sit in that sadness for too long. And of course, talk to people you know, like, and trust. Um, hopefully, other men who have been through something like that. I mean, there's some people who get married and get, essentially ghosted, even though I don't like to use the term ghosted, but get left without explanation. And, obviously, I didn't want that to happen to you. I keep hearing that it wasn't me. I admittedly blundered in several ways, but all I confessed my mistakes to those that mistakes were total abuse. Wait, what did you say in the last part? Mistakes? No, I don't think a general mistake merits abandonment. Only if you're physically, mentally, and like physically, being on somebody. Definitely not. Um, they did not. They felt. They did not merit abandonment. Of course not. Doesn't say to me why he went from me. No, I agree with that. I'm just saying, I think it was all this other person. Um, Leaving without explanation typically means that they didn't want to have to explain to someone else, or they were hiding who they actually were. Yeah. Sorry, just watching my baby do a little turn. Um, Man, what have you been doing to work through this? Do you have any other guys around you that you trust that are helping you through this? Well, you said I keep hearing, so yeah, you have talked to someone. The context inside another man. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. She could have been in a relationship, talking to another person. She would have been married to a whole another person, and you wouldn't have known. Um, Because I'm assuming if you spent time with this person and talked on the phone with this person, it was probably certain hours of the day. Maybe, when you came back for the day, things like that. I talked off and on with my married older brother. Good. Yeah, so you want to talk to somebody who is married, who can give you maybe a different perspective than I can. And again, when I hear from my husband, I'll definitely tell him that you went through this, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, it just seems like if you're able to get so close to somebody and just walk away, it was on them. Because if that was the case, you would have quote unquote got ghosted the first week, month, uh, half a year. Because at that point, 17 months, you develop feelings and get to know enough about a person, or at least what you think you know about a person. Oh no, what was that? I really don't know. That was really loud. That wasn't even the baby. She was laying down. I really think our neighbors drop something like every other day. That was wild. Okay, so, hmm, and that's another thing. This is why I think relationship content is important because abandonment can still happen to like people in your family, friends you grew up with, and it's always going to be relevant. Because when you say the word relationships, it could be romantic, it could be familial, it can be friendships, because they are all different forms of relationships. He was the first that said the woman, who by the way is almost 10 years older than me, will be back someday. It's harder because I gave her something to continue that. Oh no! Oh, X, I'm so sorry. I was already sorry before you said that, but man, mm, yeah, that's really sad, dude. And we've had these talks, so I mean, we can't not say it online. But yeah, we've had these talks where, you are very selective, and I'm so sad to hear that. But 10 years older, I mean, a year or two, three, but 10 years older. Holy. Mm. I mean, I feel like girls are better investigators than guys. Like, if you give us a first name and a hair color, we might be able to find, you know what I mean? Because at this point, I'm not a fighter, but I know fighters. Like, we're very protective over our mods here. So, man, yeah, and that's the thing. My other, or at least the people I have as mods aren't even on here yet. They're probably gonna see this in post and be like, "Where's she at?" We gonna find her. But yeah, that's me being a little silly, but that is because the same way I would tell like a younger cousin um, that has been through something like this. One, it's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," console them, give them the virtual hugs or the physical hugs, and then it's like, "We gonna find her." You know what I mean? Like that's so. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, you said you've been angry, depressed because I don't want to go back to the red pill thinking, but I warped, realize now that it warped my brain worse than I thought. Yeah, yeah, because now it was mental and oh my goodness, that is so sad. Yeah, I'm angry for you. Because we talked extensively enough about relationships and how to prevent heartbreak, which you can give someone all the tips in the world, but once their heart is involved, that's a different story. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anybody going through heartbreak, they feel you. I promise you, they feel you. I have a bad habit of attracting women. Being attracted to women. Only wondering. when will they will just leave like the others. And that's exactly what a heartbroken person says. Like, I gave all this trust and all this love to this person. Now what do I do? In my sweetheart way, I'm like, well, now you heal, now you meditate, now you go to whatever religion or whatever higher power. My husband be like, F that, you know what I mean? And, go to the gym and, you know, work through it. But yeah, in my womanly way, because, my husband goes left field sometimes, but I would say be hurt. You know what I mean? Don't sit in it too long, but you have to sit in it. You absolutely have to be like, these are the flags I missed. This is what I could have done differently. Because there's a lot of times people can think back to an ex and be like, if I had known now what I knew, or known then what I know now, I would have never even went past to date two. But I'm not saying the age is the number one issue, but that's a factor. Typically, like we've even talked about, you want to be a little bit older than the person you date as a woman for multiple reasons. You want them to they've been through a heartbreak. You want them to be a few years removed from that. You want them to be established in their career. That you want them to be in the mindset where they're ready for a family and want a family, not just want you and a family. You don't want the two separate. But as a guy, again, I can't give you advice, but I would say as a woman, even I'm trying to think of your age, like 20, yeah, someone at that age dating someone 10 years younger, I would have to know what you guys had in common. Like I would have to dive that deep to make it make sense. 'Cause typically, you want the guy 2, 3, 4, 5 years older than you, just for those reasons that are going to matter to both of you. But 10 years older, holy. And that's a person that definitely should have given you an explanation. Again, I'm not saying it's just the age, I'm saying the maturity at that age. Should have said something. It's taken me until the last week to stop crying. Oh, God. To stop crying about it. I put on a brave face at home so my parents don't ask me questions about it. Mm. So this isn't something you've even talked to your parents about? I mean, it's not like I've ever talked to my parents about heartbreak, right? But I don't know. I feel like you would have a better relationship to the point to where you could at least say, was it so? I'm guessing they didn't know about her either, huh? So that would make sense. But yeah, no, the crying spell, especially when you let somebody, it's gonna come and go for sure. D, the degenerate. Hello. We are here answering questions and talking about heartbreak currently, but you can ask any questions you want. If you have time, you can come up. I believe you've been on my channel before, so we've had to block quite a few strange individuals. So yes, please. Questions, comments, concerns. But X, yes, sit in that for a little bit because you need to get out of your system. You don't want, 3, 4, 5 months from now for that emotion to come back up because it's not going to be good for you or, really anybody that loves or cares about you. Because I've never been a man. I've never understood, the way men have to walk in the world almost emotionless just to keep everyone comfortable. But the people who care about you and really care about you want you to sit in your emotions so that you can get past it. If you are taking small breaks to be emotional and you're getting, oh my God, hi, hustler, muscular, muscular, I can't even say it, I'm so excited. Hi. Um, I'm going to lose train of thought. Um, Sit in that emotion. The people who care about you are going to let you sit in your emotion for as long as you need. That's all I'm saying. Hustler, muscular. It says you're a mod. Let's double check. You are a mod. Yes, I'm back. Yay. How is the skincare business? Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you asked. It's funny. I was just putting on my lip balm. It is going. mm, I will say it's a hard economic time right now, but I ordered so many vessels to put products in just so that I can move forward. I actually have all of my products sitting in front of me. If you guys care to see that, I'll bring those out. But I've been working to get a stock ready so that I'm ready for anything. Because at the point where I realized I was just making just for certain shows, I feel like I wasn't progressing enough in the business. when I have so much stock that I gotta sell it, I'm in the mindset of abundance. So that's what I'm kind of working with right now. But I would love to sell more of these. I'm looking for ways to get these wholesaled in more stores, on the shelves somewhere else. Again, I'm in a local store here. I'm actually in two local stores, but one's a temporary artist shop that's holding my dessert candles. So yeah, it's a lot going on. X, I think the worst part is she spent almost a year and a half convincing me she wasn't like that. Oh my god. Only to do exactly the actions exactly like that. That's the worst. I promise you. I've been there and it's the worst. It's like I'm not like those other guys. I'm a nice guy, you know? Just for you to do worse or the same what the other ones have done. And again, the abandonment makes it hard because you don't know, you know. I almost want to get the girlies on this channel to be, she got out of her onesie, to like band together and to make this make sense, you know. But yeah, it's not gonna make sense for a while. But I feel like you dodged a bullet when it comes to a person that's eventually gonna leave with no explanation. It's horrible. How is the weight loss journey? I am over 72-ish pounds. And I'm trying to be honest about it. 72.555. So I want to get that 75-pound loss number, but I've been teeter tottering. And I think it's because I've actually been working on weightlifting. And by weightlifting, I mean lifting up my baby to the point where my arms hurt. I have not done that before because I'm like, she's getting too big, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm lifting that baby up and down, you know, like it's my full time job. It actually is. So definitely the muscles aren't there yet, but the loose skin is gonna be, you know, a little tighter. I know it never gets fully tight when you lose weight, but I'm hoping so. I know it was surreal seeing your products in store. Really? Yeah. Dave the Degenerate, are you local? 'Cause I'm trying to think if I've seen you locally. Well, you have an avatar, so probably not your picture. But yes, I'm in stores. It's a local store, and then I'm in an artist gallery. So technically two stores, but the artist gallery is going to shut down at the beginning of the new year, unless it gets super crazy busy. Then they'll keep it up. So that's also a local store. It's on my Instagram. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube channel and all my other social media. So it's Breann LaFaye. So you can follow me, but also my business is a separate Instagram, which I think is it's also linked. Did I link it? Okay, so if you go to my profile and you click, here we go. Go to my profile and you click more. I have a stand store. So if you go to skincare, everything about my skincare, my business is going to be on there. And you're going to be able to find everything associated with it. You know what? See, it even shows me these views aren't accurate because I privated a lot of my videos, but I have over 1 million worldwide views. And then I joined November 19th, 2012. So you'll see all of that on my profile. But yes, definitely surreal. My last check with the, because I talked about this on my Instagram too. The last check from the store I got was $10.55, I think. I have the envelope somewhere. But he said, like the owner of the store, because they tally up everything you make for a month and hand you the cash at the beginning of the following month. He said, this month I've made the most I've ever made having my business on the shelves because I added the candles. And I was so scared to add candles, y'all, because I'm like, how am I going to do candles, you know? But I've gotten some help and encouragement. So we have dessert style candles now. So H&M, I gained some weight over the last few months. Didn't you want to gain weight? I think you wanted to gain weight, so that's awesome. 72. Yeah, we're 72 point. I would have to look the scale again, but 72 point something something pounds down. Very exciting. I'm usually in this chat. What happened, bro? You can't be gaining fat out here back in that gym. Your name is Huscular and Muscular. We gotta keep it toned. But I think he wanted to gain some weight so that he can bulk up, if I remember correctly. I don't think he ever wanted to lose weight. So I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. Hustler, me too. So yeah, oh, so D, the degenerate's usually in the chat. So it's so good to have you here. Questions, comments, concern, advice, things from a woman's perspective. Because I know that's what my other favorite creator says. So please let me know. Oh no, that's a busy baby. Oh, then I stand corrected. I'm curious about the end goal. So my end goal is 100 pounds lost, but when I get closer to 90 pounds, which I'm edging towards, my doctor wants me to schedule another visit to check all of my vitals. And I was gonna do a whole set. I might still do the whole separate video about how my weight loss isn't gonna look like other women's weight loss. My doctor, when I first lost about 30 to 40 pounds, and I told him what my weight was, he said, "You don't look that weight." And I'm like, "Is that a good thing or a bad thing?" He said, "Well, it's a good thing because you look smaller than that weight, but we're going to do some measurements." So he measured my arms, my legs, and my torso. He said, "At some point when you were a teenager, you stopped growing." And he asked me, "How tall are your siblings?" I'm like, "Well, both my brothers are over 6 feet tall. One's 6'2", one's 6.2.5 or something. So they're both over 6 foot." And he said, "Yeah, at some point you stop growing, but your arms and legs are the length of a taller person. So when you say you've lost weight, you're going to look somewhere between 15 to 20 pounds smaller than what your scale says." So essentially, goal wise, for me, I'm already at that goal, but he said to just kind of wait and feel it out because my, weight doesn't look the same as someone else who's also 5.5. What am I? 5 feet 5 inches. I'm tired. So that's important to know. I'm from Fatty's. Oh yeah, absolutely. We love Fatty's channel. It's a little, chaotic over there, but when I can jump on, I try to. But it's very hard to talk because he has so many people on there. But again, not talking bad about him. It's hard for me to get a word in. It's very difficult. Oh, no, I think that's an angle. Angle for me was always 100 pounds. I already have it on my YouTube channel, so I can say I started at 240 right after finishing breastfeeding because I feel like that's when I gained the most weight because I'm literally giving the baby all the nutrients and I was hungry. Funny, my stomach's growling now, but not necessarily because I'm hungry. I think the food's digesting. Um, Good job. Keep going, sis. Thank you. And again, I keep trying not to congratulate myself too much because I have an end goal and I'm not there yet. And the more weight I lose, the more things kind of comes up for me. And like emotionally, I'm almost at my end goal. Am I going to reach it? Do I have enough energy, time, for all of this, especially with all the things I have to do during the day as a new parent? Um, well, new parent, I've been an auntie for years, I'm going to keep that badge. I haven't good work. We out here. You can survive being on at Brownsburg's panel. You can survive anything. Brownsburg's is quite chaotic nowadays. It was a lot more chill, I want to say, about a year ago, but it's definitely gotten very, very interesting. I want to say the last, man, I've been on there for at least a good 3, 4 months. Oh, now I hear running around, right? I may have to take a small pause, but hopefully I can get somebody else on this live. I just don't know how to do those requests and changes. What are you doing, Mama? She has something in her hand that she's biting. What is it? Uh, she may be biting a diaper. Let me go get this baby. Ask your questions in the chat. I'll be back in 2 seconds, okay? Uh, X in Husky Muscular, please help if I missed something, but I'll be right back. I think she's biting a diaper. Oh no. Oh no. Give us a What is it? What is it? What is that? It's a sock? What is that? What is did you what's that smell? You alright? Are you okay? Are you okay? Good job. Put it on. You gotta keep the outfit on. Here. Oh, poor baby. Oh no. Cry, baby. So these messages, I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Alright. Him and Mona don't play. Salute to my. Oh no, we love Brownsbird over here. Again, the times where somebody would come on specifically to have like smoke with him were always the best shows, but it was very difficult to, hold a conversation and stay in line with that. Very difficult. It sounds funnier with the sounds in the back. Yeah. Mhm. I hear you, pretty. It's so hard to keep a baby on a sleep schedule, especially when she just has a burst of energy. It's next level. She's okay. All right. So, questions. Yeah, I don't want to hold you guys up too long, but obviously, if you're watching this, you have a little bit of free time. But yeah, we're at 70 something plus pounds lost. I'm at a little bit of a standstill. Uh, well, one, I haven't been consistent, and two, when you lose a certain amount of weight, you're not always consciously thinking about losing weight. I feel like this last week, it's been like, yeah, I can eat, yeah, I can fast, but has been my top priority. I feel like my top priority has been whatever project is in front of me, like skincare, baby that's having a difficult time going to naps. So, yeah. But my husband said no excuses. So, little bunny is doing great. I just had to run upstairs to literally put her clothes. Well, she didn't take them off, but she got her arm out of her onesie, and then to get her the sock out of her mouth. She found a sock somewhere. Ugh, that goes my stomach again. She found a sock and then just decided to start trying to bite the button off. Well, it wasn't how to explain it. It's one of those baby shoes that has like the buttons on it, but it's a sock. It doesn't. You're not supposed to walk around on it, But yeah, she's doing amazing. She's saying a lot of words. She's doing a lot of things. So much energy. Birthday is in. Well, I can't say exactly the date, but her birthday's coming up, so it's crazy. Almost two. Did you change your diet for weight loss? I want to say yes because I realized I'm gonna eat just about the same things. Like it's always gonna be protein, a vegetable, and a carb. But I've piled more vegetables on my plate, and I'm trying to do more proteins. So of course my tofu, tempeh I just don't like it, but lots of beans, things that are gonna keep me full, satisfied without me having a snack. Because I'm a huge snacker. It's funny. I just got into talking about these little snack things. What are these? Peanut butter and jelly crustless sandwiches. Amazing. But you still gotta treat yourself. Will you go back to doing live streams? Yes, I will. It's just I never have a topic, so this is just a Q&A. Let's talk. Let's figure it out. And then product wise, I'm trying to get more wives or wife-minded ladies to try out a product I made. So that's where we're at. And of course, I'm still doing the skincare, but I've added candles. Because candles are going to be, pretty hot for the next few months. But candles sell pretty well year round, but especially, in the winter, of course. I can only carry the torch for so long. Yeah, you have been doing a lot of live streams. I'm able to, pop in and see, but I think one of the other times we were leaving out of the house because, different time zones. And I'm like, oh, I'll just pop in when I get home. And I get home and I end up doing 10 more things. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bed. So, yes, I understand. But the live streams, I think it'll be easier for me personally to start doing them in this orientation because it's my phone. Before I will hook up my Canon camera to my computer and then stream that way for like the best quality. But I noticed turning my phone this way helps a lot too. Oh, I didn't know St. Melly. Isn't it Thursday today? So she has a Wednesday show now, unless that's the one she does with the other co-host on the Wednesday. Because I usually see her doing her shows on the weekend. So when I pop on those, I try to stay on topic, but a lot of the topics, especially with pop culture, I'm so out of the loop. So that's why it's hard for me to do this because the people who are getting pushed really far right now are talking everything pop culture, celebrity, and I think it's easier when I go to those panels and they're asking a general question. Do you know somebody who said this? Do you know somebody who went through this in the relationship? Those are easier for me than talking directly about a celebrity because I want to stay out of the loop of that as much as possible. But yes, of course, I love Sweet Melody Media's channel. I always talk about that channel on this one. I share, when I'm able to see it and share it. Um, but yeah, it is hard for me to join those conversations because I literally am doing research as everyone's saying their spiel about something. And then I try so hard to bring it general because, I don't know these people. I don't want these people after me or my family. I can't stand the celebrity stuff. X has always said that he's not big on celebrities at all. He doesn't idolize any celebrities. He doesn't even. I don't even think he had a celebrity crush. So yeah, I understand you, X. Um, and some of it is interesting, especially when it's relationship stuff, like a woman leaving your husband for no reason, and then trying to go back in the dating market. Those are the things where I'm like, who are you talking to? Who are your friends? Because if I was a friend with somebody, celebrity or not, that wants to do something silly and you can't explain it to me, that means you didn't explain it enough to yourself or say it out loud to see how silly it sounds. Yeah. Yep. We love Killer Swag over here, Brunsburg, and you disappeared from the YouTube streets. I'm picking up where y'all left off at. Oh my gosh. We appreciate you. Because I think the conversations still need to be had, in part, definitely by somebody who has the time, the energy, because my energy is running very short nowadays, but so grateful to be up here. Yeah, yeah, I saw a lot of that as well. And again, when we get into the celebrity conversations, um, people don't agree with this, but you're always innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So I I guess to kind of divert that, when you are accused of something, regardless if you like someone or not, there's a method that has to happen before a person is prosecuted. But the court of public opinion, election wise, celebrity wise, it's even more apparent because look, we're on a live stream now. You guys did not know me until I pressed record, and I never would have met some of you unless I hit that record button or unless I hit that join button. So when we're on a stream like this, I love to hear your opinions. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Uh, but a lot of it is because when we're on the internet, there's just so many opinions. And even though I love hearing you guys' opinions, the people who actually have to live their day to day life knowing that their lives are being very heavily criticized have to eat that essentially. Um, uh, More peaceful. And that's the thing. I want a peaceful channel. I want a peaceful environment, here on these YouTube streets because there's a lot of spaces that aren't peaceful. Uh, but it's creating content is difficult as it is. That's why people are using those avenues to talk about the most exciting hot topic. And I just don't think I'll get there unless it comes to, skincare. What's the newest thing in skincare? What's the newest thing in tech? What's the newest thing? Like, I love those subjects. So, yeah. Um, Believe stuff without evidence. Yeah, I think evidence is important. They want to hear what they believe is true to create the loop of confirmation bias. We use that word in this house so much, confirmation bias, because it's true. I tend to fall back and let the truth come out. Usually the net looks stupid. Yeah, confirmation bias is a big one. If you already don't like somebody and you hear something negative about them, you're automatically going to believe it. Me, I hear something, I'm like, oh, accused or convicted. Which word is it? And once you find out which word it is, you move accordingly. So, all the things about all the celebrities that are slowly starting to come out, it's going to come out. Like, there's nothing we need to do. There's nothing a comment, a post, a share is going to do to change that. But do you guys know how many times people on the internet looked absolutely silly? I don't even use the stupid word. Looked silly when the truth was found out that the thing they shared and overshared and talked about was a lie or it was a half truth. So of course on my channel I talk about families and relationships. How many times in these YouTube streets did some celebrity woman say, "Oh, he's a deadbeat. He doesn't want to see his kids," and It, now we got video evidence, we got the text message evidence, we got the court evidence of deadbeat wear. You know what I mean? He been fighting for them kids. You are the one making it difficult to spin the narrative of what people already want to know about men. You already want us to think that men aren't good fathers, that they don't love their kids, that they're not around. And then you say that word, and we're supposed to believe you? No, 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 no. Let me see the court evidence. Let me see the text messages. Let me see. Let me see some proof, because I think it's really sad, especially when we have these instances of confirmation bias. You already want to believe that most men are a certain way. And the people who grew up, with their fathers and men around, most men don't do the things that they are accused of. These men who do these bad things and they're convicted of them, oh yeah, you did that bad thing, go to jail. But what I'm noticing is, even before the court is involved, if an accusation is made about anybody and you already have a feeling about them, you believe it to be true. And that's when I kind of, regardless of what subject we're talking about, I want to fight against that, because that's what I don't like. I get called a conspiracy theorist so bad, and then get proven right weeks to months later. Never get my flowers. Ah, man, we do. Oh, shoot. I pressed the wrong button. Give me 1 second. Wrong button. There are your flowers. We agree with you. But yeah, I think there's a process to convict somebody. The court of public opinion, we really need to stray away from that, because you guys have been wrong time and time again. And here's that letter. Oh, I meant to type in flowers so the flowers could show up. But yes, we're going to keep that there. We're not going to delete it, because, the word that follows that letter, absolutely. Let's see. See, I'll keep you guys on just for like maybe 10 more minutes. So if anyone wants to ask another question or make a suggestion for a video, I literally rolled out of bed today, ate a bowl of cereal, drinking water currently, and put my hair in a bun. So if you guys want to see more content like this, please let me know, because I didn't even get ready for the day. Do do do. Here's the screen right. Yeah. I get called a lot of things on these YouTube streets, but I'm not wrong, because I either do my research, or I'll see firsthand, or I'll get all the receipts and then make my opinion known. But yeah, I don't know any men who are just actively running away from their responsibilities, or actively, you know, trying to avoid anything for the most part. Most men I know, they hit whatever situation, good or bad, head on. Emotionally driven and never learn. It's why I gave up wanting to be a public figure. Socially awkward. In person by accident, one accusation, and it's over. Ooh, see, that's another thing. You're right. One accusation that you did or said, or you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, that is something to be nervous about. But there's really no way around it. Nowadays, I mean, I could literally tell you guys my entire life story, and it probably still wouldn't be enough, because there's some celebrities that have literally been online or on a screen for their entire lives, and you still think, even though there's a lot of content out there, we don't know these people. We don't know their day-to-day lives. We don't know what they do when the camera turns off. Oh, they're such a good family. They take such good care of their kids. What if they got 10 nannies? You know what I mean? You don't know who they're actually getting help from, or what their kids are going to say years later. How many YouTube channels have you watched of families, just to find out that family wasn't so perfect? It's sad. So I try to only consume content that's teaching me something or slightly entertaining me. I can even think of a YouTube channel where I'm like, I want to be just like that. Maybe I want to look like them. Maybe I want to have my hair as long as them. But as far as the family they have, I'm creating my own dream family, my own dream life. So I don't have to necessarily look towards someone else and be like, yeah, I want that, you know? But I don't want you to, sorry, I'm getting these little tickles. I don't want you to give up on, if it's your dream to be a public figure or to talk to people online. You can still do it without showing your face, or have a a channel that's just like an acronym or a nickname, I encourage that because you still get the interaction with people, you still get the ideas, and you don't have to worry about people being all up in your business. I have a guilty pleasure watching a train wreck of some scammer getting caught in their lies. Yeah, things like that where it's entertainment and also you get to see something happening that's real. So I do enjoy things like that. Like people who are about to steal a purse and the purse, explodes with, confetti or something like that. I think those are funny. Um, mhm. But yeah, I can't even say it. Hustler and muscular. I feel like I take off my retainer and I'm still talking like I have one in. Yeah. If you're gonna do a live about any celebrities and stuff, I'm gonna come like after that when we're talking about like general ideas and concepts. Because my husband doesn't want me to get involved into like the celebrity things either, because there's a way you get wrapped up in it and you lose the message focusing on the person. I want to focus on the message overall, see if it can resonate with anybody. Um, yeah, decades later, information or accusations coming out is crazy, you know? Um, and again, I'm not saying a person didn't have the right to, you know, wait that long. I'm saying so much changes in that amount of years. You have to, I don't know. And again, an accusation, but I'm still saying an accusation should be an accusation or shouldn't be an accusation until it's proven. You know what I mean? An accusation is one thing, but saying someone did something and there's no, fair trial, I think that's unfair for anybody. I like fun stuff too. Ever heard of brain entertainment technology? It's a new obsession of mine. I spent weeks consuming stuff on any tech that interacts with the human brain. Ooh, now that does sound interesting. Now that definitely is up my husband's alley. I'm gonna have to remember that one. Brain entertainment technology. So yeah, I love tech. I don't want to say love, but I really enjoy most nature things. Once we get into like the bugs and the creepy crawlies, but tell me about the whales. Tell me about the turtles. Tell me about the birds. But yeah, my husband, all the creepy crawlies. He likes to watch documentaries for days. Like literally, come downstairs and get to work, and then he's like, "Oh, well, look, did you know the dung beetle?" But no, but I'll listen to him. My handsome. I'll listen to whatever he says. But that gets quite crazy. And it's something I want to buy. Just a measly band. Yo, I'm gonna look it up. But if you really want something like that, if I'm balling, you've got it. But a band. I mean, they got phones that are 1,000. But it sounds quite interesting. We're getting very, scary tech when it comes to some things, but I'm curious. That's a good one. There's one for 600. 600 is still a lot of money, but I mean, there are people who buy shoes and purses for that. If it's something that actually is going to help you or you're really interested in, that actually makes more sense to me than buying something mm, frivolous. I would love to divulge in a few designer things, but there's not a lot of designers I would even want to support. If we're being honest, I would prefer to buy a good quality bag from a local like vegan maker than I would from a designer, but the style and the look of certain things are kind of hard to find. Tech makes me want to afford it and to improve my insomnia memory. Oh, so now that's interesting. But when we're meshing nature and technology, there is a fine line there. But I'm very curious at how those would mesh in this particular instance. But yeah, insomnia memory, I could use some help there, but definitely something I would talk to my husband about. Wouldn't make any changes or additions without talking to him first. Gives very good advice. Um, as I've said before. But yeah, that's a new one. If I can get the money, I will use it and make a video about my experience. Oh, absolutely. But before you buy it, make sure you have that same amount in your savings. That's what I would recommend. But you said you do have savings and stuff, but that's just for anyone else watching. All right, you guys, you got me for about like 5-ish more minutes. So I want to make sure I answer any questions, comments, concerns. And of course, if you're watching this um, after the fact, you can leave it in the description. I finally have everything set up on my phone to like answer you guys. But yeah, baby girl is almost kind of asleep, so I want to make sure I get, my rest and my little scrolling time in before she wakes back up. But yeah, we're definitely in the very early stages of nap time. So cute. Alright. But yeah, we would love to see that video. Like, even if you just do the video and explain it and see if it's worth it. Because I watch a lot of videos before I buy something even slightly more expensive. I mean, it could be phone, tech, headphones. Like, I need to see a video about it and see the pros and cons. And then if it's a name brand, show me the dupe. Show me how I can get it even cheaper? Oh, I haven't seen Hustler and Muscular for a while, so it was so good to see you. I try to stay up on your stuff, so I want to make sure I maybe catch a live if I have the opportunity. And then X, this may sound weird. I've noticed Miss Gail Nelson, a friend of the stream, has disappeared. Anyone happen? Yes, I think she has her channel under a different name. She may have had music or something in her background. But she had a slightly viral video a little while ago when it was talking about a celebrity and the decision she made. So yeah, she's still around. I'm just curious what her channel name is. Let me double check that before we get out of here. Yeah, yeah, it came up as soon as I typed. Mm, yeah, no, that's a pastor. Uh, yeah, she's still around in the YouTube streets. She's just, you know, doing other things. Uh, Man, I really hope that we find her in the sense where I can like consume more of her content or find her old videos. But I didn't know anybody would really like miss my older videos because I thought some of them were embarrassing. I didn't know that people would still be interested in finding them. Do, do, do. I was trying to see if anyone I knew was live. I don't think right now. At least not anyone that I watch consistently, but I do see a few people live. So if I'm able to jump on anyone's live, I'll try to share it here. But other than that, we're about to get very cuddly and cozy over here. Got my pillows off to the side. But yeah, this is my little chill spot. TV, got all of my crafts in front of me, my skincare. So yeah, if you guys want to know about anything I'm doing, it's going to be linked on my channel, and then you'll be able to see everything underneath. But yeah, X, we at this household are wishing you healing, rest, um, and all the blessings we can think of. I'm really, trying to keep it together. But yeah, you got this. I have no doubt. And I'm glad I came on because I wouldn't have known that. And again, as a creator, I never try to stay like out of the loop when it comes to my followers, but I try to make sure I always prioritize, my family and my mental health. Because I definitely needed just a break because these comments get overwhelming. Like even the comments you guys don't see are the craziest ones. So sometimes you need a mental break from all of that. But I think I have everything kind of set up. I have more mods now, so I think I'm in a better position to do these lives more often. So maybe we'll have an actual topic we can hit on really hard next time we go live. And then going live from YouTube looks pretty good. I'm gonna maybe try one briefly from Instagram and see if there's a difference, which I'm not sure there is. Well, there's a difference on the platform, but a difference as far as viewership. So we'll try that out. Yeah, but I don't think Gail disappeared. I think she still consumes content, but she's not consistent with her channel anymore. Because again, I used to Google search and I would just find her in front of her face. You scroll for a while and you don't even see it. But yeah, maybe she needed a mental health break as well and to spend time with her family. So hope she comes back. I loved her voice. I loved her content. So Gail, if you find this somehow, I really hope you get back on the YouTube streets in whatever capacity you want. Yeah, I look forward to our next conversation. Catch you later. Bye, X. Thank you for being here. We will talk more often. And that's the thing. I think I'll be able to do this again Saturday, even if it's for a little bit. I'm not doing like a market or anything with my product. So maybe Saturday we can talk business or we can talk, something else. So if there's anyone else in the chat, you're free to ask a question. We're getting ready to get out of here, but I didn't want to leave anyone out. And I hate when people ask a question like, leave me a question. Okay, no questions, bye. And like zoom out. So I will stay chilling for another 3, 4-ish minutes because I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anything. Yes, we give X his virtual flowers. He's really been on it. He really, is a forward thinker. So typically, like my husband, he's a forward thinker. He'll watch a movie and tell me the ending, and I'm like, this is so annoying, But those people are needed in society. We need those people who can think like that because not only is it going to help people, it's going to save time. So we're not repeating the same mistakes generation after generation, right? So yes, we like a forward thinker over here. Don't stop being you. Your people will come, and your person. You will find her. Let's see. All right, you guys, a few more minutes. Any questions? I'm open to pretty much anything, any topic. So I guess we've hit a couple different topics, which is awesome. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, we made Angela a mod. We made X a super mod, and HM was already a mod, so that's perfect. I'm excited. We will make. So D is actually from another channel. We're gonna make you a mini mod because we want to keep you around. D, the degenerate. It's hard for me to say all of those words at once. But yeah, D, you are now a mod. So when you come back, you'll see a little wrench. I love being a little wrench on people's channels. It's so fun. I love having power. Every once in a while I get to block somebody or time them out, and it just feels good. Having a little bit of power. Because I don't have much power with this toddler. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm waiting 1 more minute because I don't want a question to come up after and I don't want to miss it. But of course, if you guys are, again, watching the post, so grateful you're here. So grateful you watch my channel and get something out of it. I hope you got something out of this. And yeah, just put it in the chat and I will respond as quickly as I can. Yeah, questions, comments, concerns, keep it respectful, keep it appropriate because the people that, you timed out, it seems that they lose steam after they know they've been bad, especially once we mentioned what twice I'm married and happily married. They keep going at it and some people can't help themselves, let's be honest. All right, we'll give it 60 more seconds. Let me drink some water. Whew. I think H&M bounced on us. We'll see him on the next one. I think 2 other people joined. I want to make sure. Questions, comments, concerns, relationship advice. But of course, we can always redirect this to my Instagram. So if you guys want to have more conversations on there, my Instagram is the same name, Breann LaFaye. If you're not on Instagram, my email is actually, my email is on all the things. If you like writing letters, you can write me a letter. There's so many options and so many ways to get to me. It's almost silly because, I have a business PO box, so I can get a letter sent to my PO box and then forwarded to me. You guys can go on my Instagram. Am I saying the word right? Instagram, and then I'm a part of like some groups on Instagram. So if you're part of that group, you'll probably see me in there too. And then of course all the other creators you probably know and love. I like to join their lives. I don't always know when they are. So I'm gonna get some relaxation time in. I hope this is helpful somehow. I can't even begin to imagine what I've said that may be helpful, but content is content, right? So I don't have a schedule yet, but I do want to go live this weekend. I do want to be more active on my Instagrams. I have 2, one for my skincare, one for, Breann LaFaye. And I'm working on a lot of projects. So I'm hoping this will help somebody because I didn't have this information when I was becoming a wife and mom. So a lot of information to pass along and things to edit because this is handmade by me. So of course it's not super perfect, but I think it's going to be good. for the purpose that I need it for, which is something, a reference. I need a reference that I can go into like once a quarter to do things. So let's work on this together. All right, you guys are leaving. I'm gonna leave too. So good being here again.